So if I come over here, my opportunity cost is $1 million. Now I have my three costs. The first thing we need to do is we need to shave off secret number one. Here's how we're going to do it. We're going to go over to my college cost secret software. And in this software, you're going to come in and you're going to enter your information about your household, how many people are in your household, how many people are going to college. Okay. You're going to go over the information about each of the parents, whether they're married, what your income is. Now, notice that I have zero income on all of these. Okay. So let's go ahead and play around with this. Because remember, I showed you how to have a zero income, pay zero in taxes. We've talked about that. But I'm just going to go in here. I'm just going to put in $100,000 for my income. Okay. Boom. Just a really quick one. And I'm going to say that I have under my, let's see here. I'm going to go under, that's Ariane. Where's my other one? Okay. That's, I got to change it to Lance. And I'm going to say that Lance has 50,000. Okay. And then boom, I could change that. Just really quick. I'm going to come over here now with a little bit of income. I've got about $150,000 of income. And let's just say that Lance has $50,000 in a brokerage account. Boom. Okay. And voila, I click on my SAI number and doesn't look good, does it? Doesn't look good, does it? Okay. All right. Now, I click on my colleges and I look at my favorites, let's say. And sure enough, the only school that I'm going to get a little free money is at a top tier Ivy League type school. No free money from the state school, no free money from the out-of-state schools. My income is too high. My assets are too high. Okay. Now, because we learned what we learned in secret number one. Oh, and by the way, check this out. I can click on the academic report. I can see some information about this school. I can learn a little bit about each of these schools. I can also come in here and I can look at a financial report and I can see what percentage of my free money is this school going to give me. Is there a preliminary practice FAFSA form? Hey, Rosemary, that's exactly what this software is. This is a preliminary practice FAFSA. This is where you enter all your information and it's going to calculate your financial aid eligibility. It's like filling out the FAFSA. This is like a dry run. This is like a FAFSA dry run. Okay. And that's why you can do this when you've got a fifth grader, or even if you have a freshman in college and you just want to know what kind of money you should have gotten. You know what I'm saying? I want to go back to my examples that we were using earlier. We were talking about UT Austin. We were talking about University of Oklahoma and Princeton. These were our case studies. Now, this is giving me $10,000 or $17,000 in free money, making my out of pocket for the local state school only $10,000. So I'm going to go back over here and I'm going to say, you know what? Maybe because of what I've learned in this free challenge, maybe I can do some things to move the needle a little bit, but not all the way. So instead of paying 10 grand, maybe I have to pay 20 grand. Okay. Maybe I have to pay 20 grand. Okay. So do you see where I'm coming? This is a case study where I'm lowering the cost of college by $10,000 a year, not by 17. Okay. I'm not looking at an Ivy League school over here where I only have to pay $5,000 out of pocket. I'm not looking at $5,000 out of pocket. I'm looking at $20,000 a year. This is very doable. I'm trying to be very realistic. This is very doable. Okay. So I've got two kids going to school now at $20,000 a year each. With inflation, I'm now looking at $190,000. Let's come over here. Boom. I went from 285 before to 190,000. That's $95,000 in savings. And we're just getting started. This is the first domino, right? This is the first domino. What does this do to the rest of the costs? It's lower. Okay. So now let's go look at this 537. Let's see how we can get that to 313. Let me go over here. And at 9%, I'm still pretty high, but you know what? What did we learn? What did we learn? We learned in secret number 2 how worst case scenario, I've got a private loan database. I'm going to go with, let's say, a worst case scenario. We are at least able to refinance our loans at 7%. Now, what's my total financing cost? Do you see how we're starting to layer? We're starting to layer. We're starting to stack benefits. We're starting to stack the benefits of Secret 1 and Secret 2. Now my financing cost is $313,000. That's a $224,000 total savings so far. What I've done is I've learned how to shave off $10,000 a year off the cost of college by lowering my SAI number. I've shaved off $10,000 a year off the cost of college, which reduced the out-of-pocket retail price, right? And if I borrow that money, if I take out the loans to pay for college, and I can find a way to get a 7% interest rate instead of 9%, which is only a 2% difference. I think 7% is a very reasonable average return, especially if you refinance. Now it's when we're getting it. Okay, now it's getting a little crazy here. We're going to talk about this $1 million opportunity cost. Now, by lowering the amount of money I have to pay for college, by lowering the amount of money that I have to pay back in loans, what is that going to do to my opportunity cost? What is that going to do to my opportunity cost? Let's take a look. I'm only paying $313,000 in loan payments now. I'm going to leave this at 6%. I'm not going to change that because I haven't taught you how to get a better rate of return on your retirement yet. But I'm going with a conservative 6% right now, a conservative 6%. And I'm looking at my retirement in 20 years. What's my new opportunity cost number? 585. Have I even talked about the retirement scholarship strategy yet, where we can get all this money back? I haven't talked about that yet, have I? All we've done is lower the amount of money that we've paid for college and found better loans. That's all we've done. And we've already saved $418,000 out of our retirement opportunity cost.